When did you realize your dreams were worth more than his ego? My husband once said, "My money is mine." He didn't expect I'd become rich enough to leave him. After we got married, we found out our babies had health issues, serious ones. Jake and I agreed that it made the most sense for me to quit my office job and stay home with them. Specialized childcare wasn't even close to affordable. I didn't resent it. I thought we were a team. We lived in a 6-unit apartment building owned by Mr. Peterson. One day, he asked if I wanted to make some extra cash cleaning units between tenants. I asked Jake if he was okay with it. He just shrugged and said, "As long as it doesn't get in the way of your real job at home." So we agreed the little money I made cleaning was mine. For 3 years, I scrubbed floors and bathrooms after strangers moved out. Not glamorous, but it felt good to earn something again. A few hundred here, a few hundred there. I stashed it away in my own savings account. I didn't know what it was for, just that it might matter one day. Then, in 2019, Jake's dad passed away. Jake got an inheritance. When I casually asked about it, he exploded, red in the face, shouting that anything from his family was his, and I had no claim to it. He made it crystal clear that his inheritance wasn't family money. Then he used some of it to take vacations with his brothers. I stayed home with the kids. I didn't fight about the money, but I didn't forget that conversation either. In late 2021, my grandfather died. I was his only grandchild. My parents are financially fine, so Grandpa left everything to me. I didn't tell Jake, just moved the money into my personal account and rented out the farmland, keeping the house since it's near my folks. If Jake's inheritance was his, then mine was mine. Simple math. Then in January, Mr. Peterson told me he was selling the apartment complex. Prices were going crazy, and I worried about how we'd afford a new place, until I realized I could buy the building. Between the inheritance and my cleaning savings, I made an offer and closed the deal. When Jake found out, he suddenly changed his tune. Now he wanted some of the rental income from the other units to go into our shared account. I was already giving him more spending money. He called me unfair for not sharing more, said it was family money now. I reminded him of what he said in 2019. My money is mine. We had a huge fight. I told him maybe we should split up. That stopped him cold. He begged to talk, knew I was going on a solo trip soon and asked to come. I said I needed space. Then he surprised me, offered to sign a postnuptial agreement, said he'd do whatever I needed to keep our marriage. My best friend's husband, a lawyer, drew it up the same night. Jake signed. I told him we'd discuss putting my work money, not my inheritance, into the family budget as a compromise if he took on more of the house and kid duties. He agreed. Then I left for my trip, and life threw him headfirst into full-time parenting. 3 toddlers, all with medical needs. He was overwhelmed from day one. When I got back, his mom and aunt were camped out in our living room. His mom always criticizes how I care for the boys. While I was gone, she tried to do things her way. Tommy is diabetic. I have his meal plan down to a science, crafted with a nutritionist. She ignored it. His blood sugar bounced all over. She cried because she had to keep pricking his finger. Tommy now cries when she walks in the room. Mikey has $5,000 hearing aids. One of them is gone. Danny has heart problems and hates anything on his face. His oxygen monitor kept going off because Jake didn't know you have to rock him to sleep first before putting on the nasal tube. Jake's aunt told me he called her at midnight on the first night, even with his mom already there. When I walked through that door, both Jake and his mom apologized. They finally saw what I do, what I've done, and why I don't owe anyone a damn cent of what I built.